There's a lot of really cool space stuff going on in real life right now, like with the Artemis launch around the moon, which by the way, I actually saw in real life from my own backyard. This is a picture of what it looked like from my house. Isn't that so cool? But it's making me feel kind of inspired to try and do something a little bit spacey in The Sims. So my plan is to try and build a house that incorporates the rocket ship item and hopefully isn't weird. Because I've just found that thing really difficult to place in my Sims lots, but sometimes you just need room for a spaceship. So we're gonna try to achieve that today. And for some reason, Oasis Springs just kind of has a space vibe to me. I can't explain it, it just does. And so I think I'm gonna do it here on this 30 by 20 lot. Oh God, I'm going to the wrong lot. I forgot this sim is still at the solar flare. I just put myself through an unnecessary loading screen. I'm sorry. I don't really have a budget or anything. I mostly just want space. That's kind of like the only vibe that I have going into this. I might want to give my sim a little bit more money then, just in case. And we'll probably start by putting down the rocket. Oh, should I try and use one of the other ones? Hold on. BB.ignore gameplay unlock. Oh, I can't type. This one's the Apollo rocket ship. It's 8,750. You have to get to level 10 of the astronaut career. And this is like a retro rocket ship, which you get from doing the Interstellar Smuggler branch where you're like an evil astronaut. And this one is the normal base game one. Oh no, can you not cheat them to be built? Okay, build rocket, build rocket, build rocket. Oh, I think we need this one. I feel like it being the Apollo one really makes sense too. I didn't realize that it was called the Apollo rocket in game, but that's like so perfect. Okay. So we're gonna base the entire house around this somehow. It does have a couple of color options. I feel like the black and white one is better though, right? Okay, let's start thinking about layout. Because I have built a house before for a rocket ship where I kind of had like a rocket courtyard and it was in the middle of the house. I don't think I wanna do that here. Like, I don't really want to put house fully around all the sides of it, but I do kind of like the idea of it being like, I don't know, somehow in between this like L-shaped building. I also kind of feel like I should put it in the front yard. I don't know, I realize that's super weird, but the whole house is supposed to be about the rocket. So putting it in the front feels like kind of fun and kind of special. I think I need to make it a little bit bigger. I feel like I'm gonna want to have some kind of like covered section right here for them to leave the house from. It's gonna be such a weird shape. I'm kind of okay with it being a weird shape. We just have to be prepared for it, you know? This is like a little bit too big, probably. Oh dear. Okay, let me scoot the whole thing forward a little bit more. Maybe to like right there. Okay, and we know we're gonna wanna have a fenced in, like full courtyard sort of thing. So we could put that too. Maybe I'll make it a little smaller this way. And it'll be like kind of cool, kind of modern. I'm thinking that maybe, I don't know, I'm trying out a couple random things with the roof. So you're gonna have to just bear with me here. I don't know if this is gonna be good, but we could probably try and get some kind of interesting shapes going on with like, I don't know, stuff like that perhaps. Well, and you know what, before I get too far into this build, I feel like now is probably a good time to tell you a little bit about the sponsor of today's video, Petite Planet. It is absolutely pouring rain right now, so for that I apologize, but it kind of has like a nice cozy vibe, and this is a nice cozy game. I have been following this game for a very long time, and I am so excited about it. Petite Planet is a cozy cosmic life sim, and I think it'll really appeal to players who enjoy relaxing games, charming characters, and low pressure social gameplay. There's a new beta available right now that you can sign up for, and this is a good chance to try the game early, especially if you like building, exploring, and spending time in comforting worlds. In it, you can explore the star sea and travel beyond the home planet. It's really fun getting to be creative and make a space of your own, and this game has great tools for building and decorating, and building is really approachable in Petite Planet. There's also even a blueprint tool that makes decorating and building really easy even for new players. And it's not just about decorating. The neighbors and the NPCs make the entire world feel really alive, and the world is just so beautiful. And there's a social side to this game as well. It's a pretty casual social experience, which is usually what I'm looking for in games like this. Petite Planet is just right up my alley, and I feel like so many of you will like it as well. And signups are open right now for Petite Planet's latest beta. You can click the link in my description box to register. All the players that are accepted into the beta will receive an exclusive item at launch. So thank you so much to Petite Planet for sponsoring today's video. And with that, let's get back into the build. What if we made it like, I don't know, could it be like very triangular? Is that weird? I think it is a little bit too weird. I don't know. This is hard. How do people do this? Okay, I think I might get like some kind of covered patio space over here. I also think that I might want to scoot the rocket up, and then we could have like a little bit of a platform for everything, because that adds just like a little bit more pizzazz to the building. It won't be so flat. Okay, could that be like 3 high? Sure. Okay, cool patio thing. I'm kind of doubting myself right now. I feel like, I don't know. I'm not really sure where to put the rocket. Should the rocket be like sunken? Maybe that could be good, because we could build like something like that for it and then put it right in the middle of all that. Oh, that is kind of cool, isn't it? And maybe we could have like a little front door over here, perhaps. Sort of a similar vibe to what we have in the back. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I can actually really see that working. Front door can like open up in this area. Let's have like a little bit of a bump out in the back so it's not completely flat. And maybe something similar like over here so that side's not completely flat either. Maybe we could have like something raised up on this side. Oh, I have an idea. This is something that I did in, I think it was like some kind of vacation home build that I was making, but I put like a glass box floating on the second floor as like some kind of like really neat fancy bay window, and I thought that was like so cool. I was just so excited about that as a concept. So maybe we could do that on this build as well. I feel like you don't really need to have a window on this lower level anyway. Like it's kind of fine to have one not here because most of the focus is going to be on everything else. Oh, should I make it medium wall height? We probably should. Yeah, it needs to be taller. It like feels like it fits the rocket better. Okay, medium wall height, sliding glass door, which we can put over here. Maybe there should be like a back patio of some kind, or like, I don't know, some sort of, maybe there could be a balcony back here. We could have another one of the glass window things up this high, and then we could keep this part as a balcony. Okay, and it's like double covered. I feel like that's probably fine. The side of the house is pretty plain, but I don't really mind that. I'm like kind of okay with things being plain. I feel like it's sort of fun. Here's a big sliding glass door, the back over there. We're gonna wanna have a lot of lighting inside wherever we can get it. I think I kind of wanna have, oh, is this gonna be too small? I might have to move it. Wait, this can be bigger anyway. That's also centered now, which might be nice. But I was gonna say, I kind of want to have like a big staircase and then have this whole part be lofted right here. I'll change the staircase and I'll change the fence, don't worry. But isn't that kind of cool, lofted? Okay, so these could be like 2 bedrooms upstairs in that area. And there's like a lofted, almost like hangout space upstairs. Just gonna use white doors, I think, for up here. I want the whole place to be kind of black and white, like the rocket. So I'll change the colors once we're working on the floor plan. It's like the businesses and hobbies door. Where are you? Yeah, I'm wondering about putting this here with the glass so that it's like sort of as big as it could possibly get. I don't know. We can use these nice get together columns too. And I think that helps because it puts like something on the corner. It kind of needs something on the corner. Then I suppose we could have like this little trim around those parts of the windows and also around the balcony, I guess. Okay, I think that's fine. It's not my favorite thing in the back, but it works. And I like that we have really big windows that way, so I shall stick to it. In the actual front, I don't know. Gonna have to pick a door somehow. We could use this door, the double doors from businesses and hobbies. Those will look pretty good right there. Oh, we could get a big window that has like the exact view of the spacecraft. I think I'm gonna scoot the staircase forward. That's so cool. It being like a double story high, ginormous window so you can look at the rocket ship. I like how it kind of just looks like one big solid glass pane too. I guess if we wanted to, we could put like a little bit of a division in it. Maybe that's looking nicer. I don't know. Whoa. Oh, this is so neat. Okay, I really like that. I really, really like that. That feels very like rocket focused, which is what I wanted. Okay, so downstairs, I think we want to have another bedroom is my guess, and also another bathroom because it's like on the small side right now a little bit. I think the kitchen, oh, this is like really tight. Well, if we wanted to, maybe this could be the bedroom and they've got like a nice access to the outside, or there's no extra bedroom. We could have like an office, maybe. That'll be a little bit less in the way, you know? We could have our dining table here, the living room could be here, and then we can have the kitchen in this area, and then we've got a small office and 2 bathrooms. So it's a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom house. This is not as big as I thought it was gonna be. Going into this, I was really thinking it was like enormous, but I guess I was wrong. I'm gonna put a big platform across the entire roof for right now. And then I kind of want to lower the platforms that are over these like fancy little bump outs. I want those to be a bit shorter. Something a bit like that, I guess. Oh no, that was better when it was taller. Okay. And then maybe we have like some kind of glass roof thing in the ceiling on this side, because this will fit really nicely in there. Yeah. Okay. Wish it came in white, the trim, but it doesn't. It doesn't really even come in black. It comes in like a weird gray, which is kind of annoying, but oh well. Okay, I've put trim around mostly everything. Let's see if we can get some... Oh, you know what? Maybe I can change this to a different kind of roof and I wouldn't have to see the trim. Like if I flattened it... Oh, that might be okay. I think you won't see it on this. Oh yeah, it just looks like one big glass panel. Oh, that's so cool. Okay, okay. That's what I've got so far for the roof line. I do want to get a couple of windows in here. I kind of imagined myself using the Snowy Escape ones, but those are maybe like a little bit too big. I don't know. Oh, we could do these businesses and hobbies ones. I'm already using that pack and then it won't like be too much of an interruption. I'm wondering if I should steal some space for the office and if I should make the window bigger. I think that could be really cool if this was like another 2-story window situation. Yeah, that's pretty cool. You have to admit that's pretty cool. Okay, when the windows look weird from the inside, I kind of just wanted to put columns like in the interior of it too, to sort of like cover up the weird angles and everything. Yeah, like I kind of want to duplicate it on all the sides of them. Oh, did that even work? There you go. Okay. Is that everything? No, I didn't do this one yet. Sorry. Okay, so that's the office. And then we have the living space. Maybe this bathroom needs to be a little bit on the smaller side so that everything's a bit more open. We'll see. We'll see, we'll see, we'll see. I feel like once I start getting furniture in here, it'll all kind of make more sense. Oh, we should use the businesses and hobbies stairs. Those are so cool. Plus they're also black and white. I guess, are we gonna use the businesses and hobbies railing then inside? I suppose so. It's kind of cool because it like lights up. It's got the LED light on it. Let's see how we feel about putting this in a couple of places outside, because we'd probably get that, oh God, that was floating. We'd probably get that like here in the corners and then also in this back balcony. Oh, and right here too. Let me build myself like a more column-y thing. That feels more like the rest of the build anyway. This shape has come together so much better than I thought it would. I thought this was gonna be so much harder. I feel way better about this right now than I did when we first went into it. Okay, what do we think about, oh, this is like a black and white fence. You know what? That might be the like connector that we need to make this thing look good. I might have to get some debug stuff because I kind of want to have like I don't know, some kind of nicer slight edge to it all. The word I'm thinking of is corner piece. That's what I'm trying to say. Show hidden objects. Show live edit objects. Okay. There's a base game little like debug pillar. I actually wasn't thinking of this one, but that one kind of works. Oh, it's clipping though. Does that bother you that it's clipping? I would say that it doesn't really bother me that it's clipping. Yeah, it's not even that noticeable. That's totally fine. Maybe I will give them like right here one extra entrance into the yard because we've got this nice corner lot. We might as well take advantage of it, right? Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Okay, what else do we need? I don't know. We need to paint the walls too, but I'm kind of scared of that. Here's their mailbox. We can put this close to the front. Maybe I'll make that one black. Should we pick like the outdoor flooring, whatever we're gonna put here on the patio? I think I want to use a mix of two. In my mind, I'm thinking there'll be something different in like the lower section and then something else everywhere else, if that makes sense. It's probably weird to have it be black, right? Oh no, that's cool. Oh, I really like that darker like lower section. I wonder if we could even use the same flooring, but just, you know, elsewhere. That's kind of a nice light color, and I feel like it's pretty realistic. Let me look at more gray. I don't really want those. I want it to be more modern than that, you know? I love the idea of like fancy modern pavers. Oh, wait a minute. That one could work. I wonder if we use that one in black everywhere and we get like the lighter flooring. Or wait, what if we had like a lighter trim? So it was, I don't know, it looks kind of like, well, that looks unfinished to me, which is kind of annoying. This game is so hard. This is the light gray color. Maybe we should stick to that for now. And if we decide that we don't like it, we can always change it later. Like, this is a very fluid build. It's not like we're stuck with anything once we've placed it, you know? I kind of want to look at some more debug stuff because I have this vision of, you know, the green grass, like fake grass pieces that this game has? I must have scrolled past them twice. Oh, am I not in live edit? bb.show live edit objects. Let's try that again. Oh, I have to be in live edit because I used the pillars. Sorry. Why are you doing this to me, game? There we go. These. I am referring to these. Oh, that's very interesting and not something I had really previously considered. Well, it fits perfectly right there, and it's kind of got this like cool curve to it. Should we use that? That is like genuinely so amazing to me. I think I really want to put a couple of those. I put one in the front too, like right there. I guess we can put some trees in that space. These are not raising to the height of my platforms. Oh, that one did. Okay. I don't really know why or how that works, but I guess we could put some grass on this part ourselves if we wanted this whole thing to be fake grass. It's kind of got like a 2-layer vibe to it going, and we can put some trees and stuff in there. Okay, I like this so far. I'm feeling good. So in real life, I feel like having trees this close to the rocket ship is probably like a complete no-go. Like I don't think that you could do that, but for our purposes, I am going to put some trees in the front of the building, kind of to hide the rocket, just like a little bit, and also to give them a little bit more privacy. And I put like 3 on the side over there too. I feel like that's good. Does the back need any? Maybe I just have like 1 back here and that, oh no. No. Maybe we can make it really small in the back. No, I'll give them bushes or something. They'll be fine. Should we make the rest of the patios black? No, that's absolutely horrible. We should use the same stone flooring. Sorry. I don't even know why I said that. I think we could also probably have like a little section over here with some grass in it, and that part can have some bushes maybe. I wish I had like this kind of little stone piece because that looks so good to me on top of this ground, but we just don't have any. Not available to us at least. Yeah, I feel like also these bushes, probably not the most advisable, you know? I feel like in real life those are gonna burn up, but that's not our problem. What if I made this hedge really big and we filled in the whole side yard of this thing with it? I've never done that before. I've never sized it up. It's kind of weird, but like maybe it's in a cool way. The weird cubeness of it all. Should I? Yeah, you could just fill it in, I guess. I'm now feeling like maybe I should have put it to there, you know? Oh, that fits like 1,000 times better because these trees fit better now too. Okay, I can't decide if I like that or not. It's pretty weird in a way that I think is fun, so I'm hoping I can keep it. I'm gonna put, I think, some more glass roof in here. Where did that go? I feel like I just lost it. There. Okay, I think that's cool. Open up. Oh, there it is. Oh, I see. I thought that was just a shadow for a second. That's my bad, sorry. Okay, shall we paint the building? I'm gonna look for some black because I wanna have some black accents. I don't want the whole place to be that dark, but this is like a plain black stucco. I wonder what would happen if we used that as our pillars. I do think that's pretty harsh. I think in that scenario, we would probably want to get like all black on this whole little section. Oh, if that has just the 1 white stripe, that is actually kind of cool. Interesting. Okay. Maybe the window parts should be more black then. These like little window well pop-outs, because we have like a black column if we wanted to use it. I guess we would probably make this part black too, just like the little bottom section, and then we keep the white trim at the top because that's kind of what we've been doing. Yeah, so like this part would be black, but the top one has a little like extra line of white. Okay, I have to lower this part too because yeah, that all has to stay plain. I want this part to be black, and we could get, I don't know, probably columns in the corners of the balcony maybe? Does that help it? I think so, especially if we have the black trim on there. Oh yeah, the columns in the corners are pretty good. I mean, we could just do the black columns in the corners of the whole building maybe? Should the whole place have like a black bonus on the roof? This is so different from what I thought it was gonna be like. I don't know if I like it or not. I think it's kind of cool. I feel like these windows should be black now, same as these. Is that green? Yeah, it is. Okay, you gotta make sure when you're using these businesses and hobbies windows, you gotta make sure you have the black swatch and not the green swatch. I think that's still green. There, that's black. Okay. The sliding doors thankfully do also come in black. And then we wanna get these columns in black too. The indoor columns, because I have some columns inside still, those could probably still be white. I don't know. I think that's neat. Maybe we could put some wood. Now that we're getting so much more black, maybe we could have like a dark colored wood on these little decks. Yeah, I think that helps to ground the color a little bit more. I don't know what I mean by that. black. Ground the color, but whatever. Oh, these windows too. Oops. Okay, hold on. So cool. So cool. Okay, I think that I want to put some kind of texture on the rest of the building. I have this vision of a vertical siding, but I don't like a lot of the vertical siding, so I don't know. Maybe like the metal one. This is like a plain white metal. Oh, it doesn't really, I don't want that. I want it to be straighter and like a little bit simpler. Maybe it's the eco lifestyle one that I'm thinking of. Something like this. Do you feel like you're looking at a spaceship right now? I kind of like that. I like how it has some texture. I never use this wallpaper either. So this is, oh, I didn't mean to paint that wall. That's the glass window. We gotta paint all the other walls like those. Okay. And then I think some of the roof should be black, but maybe not all of it. I was thinking like the parts above the windows should probably be dark, but should the top be something else? Or maybe the whole, you know what? Maybe the whole thing should be dark. I do actually like that. I think that's cool. Okay, let me put this like black wood floor inside everywhere as well. All right, I'm gonna try and add a few more things outside, like some things on the side of the building for lighting, just that sort of various stuff. Oh, I don't have any fence on that. Oh, I do, I just couldn't see it. Oh, I was like, there's no fence here. There is. There is. It's just dark and it blends into the floor. My bad. Okay, there's outdoor lighting. I feel like this part needs to be turned completely black. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Should we have some kind of like landscaping like filled in on here? I was kind of envisioning myself putting like some bushes like these. I'm kind of thinking basically only greenery and maybe even like a cactus or two could be fun. I like this thing because it has like some little white flowers, which kind of matches the build that we're doing. Maybe I don't like that. I feel like if I'm gonna do this, I want it to be more full. Yeah, put some of those around. What else do we have? Oh, this little like leafy thing. By that I mean fern. I'm referring to a fern at the moment. I don't know. I feel like it doesn't look full enough to me. I guess I need to be like scooting everything a little bit closer, right? Oh, maybe this weird spiky thing could be nice too. It's like an aloe plant. You know what? That helped. I think that's really cool. I think it also looks a lot more deserty now with some of that stuff added into it. I'm gonna try and do the exact same thing. I just need to get all the same plants over here so I can easily pull from them. Is that really all I used? Wow, okay. We wanna do the same thing over in this direction though. Sorry, I forgot this little succulent actually. Gotta put that in there. That one sizes up pretty well. Is that clipping into the house? Yeah, boo. Okay, I need to like raise these all up a little bit more too. Okay, I think I like that a lot. Oh, there's even more. Oh my God, it never ends. All right, I finally got there. I think that looks pretty cool in the back too. So we should be good with that. I think I'm gonna start furnishing the place now. And then we can come back and add any outdoor furniture at the end that we need. I just want to get the actual inside started because we're kind of in a weird spot right now with it. We don't have anything in here. Okay, there's a door. There's a door. Let me get my kitchen counters added. I think I might use, these are really dark, but I kind of like the idea of using the Home Chef Hustle ones. It's a very large kitchen. They have a lot of space in here. They can have a couple bar stools probably like angled that way. Maybe I will not have the thing come around the side. We need like stuff that is all black and white and like kind of spacey. This is Get Together, but doesn't that seem like kind of a space thing? I don't know how to explain it, but it just has like a space energy. Okay, more Home Chef Hustle can get put as the upper cabinets. No. Don't do end pieces. Oh, we can have this one though. Love that. It's nice to have some pantry storage. I also think that's kind of good to have on the end over here because I feel like it's sort of out of the way of the main kitchen just slightly. I'm gonna do the stove here. Let's get some like simple silvery appliances, you know, something like those. And then I guess the sink can be here. And I might do a really small little skinny dishwasher as well. Because the lighter colors help to break everything up, I think, a little bit more. Shall we put this above the, can I raise it up and it not clip into the upstairs? Maybe we could have that above the island because that looks pretty cool, I think. There is a range hood, so we'll be able to use those. Okay, nice light color above it. I'm not gonna furnish it fully just yet. I think I'm gonna leave it like that for now and get some more of the room's furniture together and then come back to it. Oh no, this is clipping. Sometimes the trim is like really hard to get rid of as well. There you go. Let's do it again. We'll make sure that we hold shift so it only places on the outside walls like that. I do feel like these windows should be black or like the columns, I mean to say. Yeah, okay. It just blends in better. It matches more. Like, I just think that's way nicer. Did I never put the columns in this window? Oh, well, there you go. Now I have. That's all of them. There really aren't that many windows in this building. I was thinking that maybe I could put, because this is only in the back, it's not gonna look as good as like just the floaty thing does, but it might be nice to have bathroom windows there. All right, let's think rugs that are black and white. Black and white, what do we got? Ooh, I've never really used that one. That's Get Famous? I guess it's on this rug. Should we use that swatch? I wonder if that could be really nice for the dining room right here in the entrance. I will say that is like a really cool color scheme to me. So I'm pretty into that idea. They have these nice black and white chairs and get together too, so we could use those. And then maybe we have a really big plant as the centerpiece. I want some greenery. It could even just be this, the little snake plant. Wow, I think that looks really good. I'm like really excited about this now. I was worried in the beginning, but I think we're getting somewhere. We can do this bookshelf along the back wall. That just goes like slightly underneath the stairs. Unfortunately, we cannot have a ceiling light that's like down here directly above the table, but we could put a big ceiling light that's centered. Oh, wait a minute. I don't want to have these lights be visible through the... Yeah, they can be like this vertically. I just don't want to see the light through the skylight. It's kind of weird because it looks like it's floating. Okay, what kind of giant light are we thinking? This one is from, oh, it's kind of black and white too. But this one is from Decor to the Max. It kind of has like a weird alien energy to it, I would say. So maybe that could be cool for us to put. Oh, look at how that looks from the window. That's so neat. All right, there's a plant there by the front door. I feel like we should have some kind of like side table, or I don't know, just like an entryway table kind of situation right here. That's like a black marble one. And maybe we can have a really big mirror above it. Oh, how about, this is from Spa Day. I wonder if we could put the two of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's okay if they're really high up, I think. Because remember, this wall is actually 2 stories, but we could have it have like a fancy glow to it. Maybe I can scoot those into each other a little bit more. I think that's cool. Let's see about adding in some more plants where we can. I think I might put this little one down there. We also have some really amazing space prints that we can try and use. So it might be worth it for us to go through all the base game decorations and look at some of those space prints and try and pick out what we want to use. I feel like there's also, it's like a model rocket or something that we could probably put somewhere. But right now I'm kind of imagining, oh, this one has a really good color scheme for this place. We could get like this really large print on that wall. That's so cool. Okay, and then we can do some other like slightly smaller one. Well, that's like the default size. It's not really small, but we could do some other prints on the other walls. Yeah, I wonder if I just search model, if it'll come up. Oh yeah, Astro model rocket. Amazing. Let's have that right by the front door because I think that's pretty cool. There's like some really loud drilling happening outside. I'm sorry if you can hear that. Okay, I put a candle too. So it's like kind of simple, kind of nice. I quite like the idea of this bust being right here too. And maybe another set of plants or 2 or something. Okay, that I think is good for the dining room and entrance. I'm gonna come back to the wallpaper. I'm gonna do all of it at once, I think. Right now, I kind of want to try and figure out what kind of TV we can get. I'm gonna cheat for money because I would like to use something very large. Imagine if we had this one. This one's not even that expensive considering how big it is. So we could use that if we wanted to. It's kind of like fancy futuristic vibes. Okay, we're looking for another rug that is like fancy, kind of textural, but very dark colors. Oh, what about this weird swirly one? It kind of has a similar energy to it. I never used that one either. That's so fun. Okay. Let's find a sofa. I wonder about this one. I don't really like the pillows though. Unfortunately, I'm afraid that maybe the one from Don Lothario's kit might be the best thing for us to use. You hate to say it. You really hate to give him anything, but let's just get like a nice simple coffee table as well. Maybe this wall plant could go here next to that bathroom door, and we can get some kind of nice accent chair. That's black with like a white pillow, which could be cool. Should we use the same light again, this light fixture, or should we pick something different? Oh, maybe we could have this one. I like the little dots. Okay, I need to get another piece of art. All right, science prints. This is pretty swirly and cool. I feel like I don't really like that for in here though. We can use that somewhere. I don't really want them to have like so many colors, but that does look pretty good, so we could use that one. I need to get a plant in the corner. That's so little. I don't want it to be so little. What else can we do? Maybe I could put this plant like I'll put it in the hallway. Let me see if I can find a bigger one. Maybe even like this one could be better because it's just more substantial. It feels like it fills the room a bit better. Here is a little set of magazines. Those could be good. Maybe I'll put a table underneath the art. Should I just use the same one again? Maybe. Do you think it's okay if that plant is like kind of clipping? I don't know. I feel like probably no, but I might just stick to it anyway. I'm gonna give them some books in here. Oh, we could use these mosquito ones. It has like a bear. That's fun. Okay. Let me place that nicer. I think I'm gonna set all the lights to be the same color. It's like a warmer white now. In terms of other things in the main living space, I feel like mostly I just wanna get a couple of bookshelves because these are nice. They like take up a lot of the wall and they look pretty good right there. Maybe there could be some kind of decorative shelf thing on this wall. Oh, like that actually looks really good. That's cool. Okay. There could potentially be another window like right here on the side. I'm not sure if I like how that looks with the art though, but that could be a way for us to have something else here. I just don't really want to put anything underneath the art. You know what I mean? Oh well. Let's start getting some really nice accents. This is like a super cool paneling. I don't know if you can see that because it's black, but it's got that amazing texture to it. I want to use that in some of the spaces. Is that like brown? It might be a really dark brown, but it looks kind of black, so I think we can use it. In the kitchen, I was planning on using white tile, but like kind of a cool fancy white tile. And I might do something a bit more grayish in the bathrooms. Yeah, we really don't have a lot of bathroom space in this house, do we? It's funny, I feel like I thought it was gonna be too big and I was worried about it, but it's actually not that big at all. In hindsight, it was never gonna be too big. I'm not the most interested in curtains, but I do feel like we should just look to see. Yeah, I think that's a nice touch actually. Why does it have to have brown? What are you thinking giving me a brown curtain rod? There's no wood in this whole house. Oh my God, that's so weird. Look at that. Sometimes they look, why do you do this to me, game? It's because they're sheer. Do you think it's okay if I still have them? Or is that like so bad that I can't do it? From some angles, it's okay. From this angle exactly is fine. Move it at all, it ruins it. But we could try to keep that. I won't put curtains on this window because it's like 2 stories tall, so I don't want to interrupt it. I'm gonna put the thermostat here so it's easy access. Maybe we could put the burglar alarm in the kitchen because it would fit pretty nicely right there. There's not a lot of space for it in the entry. I want to think about appliances a little bit. I gave them a stand mixer, which I think is kind of nice. Where's the, oh, greenhouse haven. Okay, let me put that there. Oh, careful. Yeah, that's good in the back corner. Now what else should we use? Maybe some dish stuff? I feel kind of like worried about putting too much clutter, I think. Okay, maybe just like these utensils over here. And they can cook on these middle islands, so they're gonna be fine that way. I'm wondering if we should use like this kind of light gray stucco around a lot of the house. I think I'll start with this and then we can like go from there with adding more accent colors. I don't really want it to be plain white, so I kind of like the idea of having like something that has a little bit more to it, but it's still a light-ish color. Oh, you know what? Actually, I think that looks really good. Maybe we could put like some kind of wall light. I feel like they need to be kind of bubbly because I have like these bubbly ceiling lights. Oh, there you go. That's good. No, well, maybe that's too much. You know what? I think maybe it's too much because they're not like a solid white like the other lights are. Never mind. I won't do that. Okay, we are going to need a trash can, and these people are pretty fancy sciencey, so they can have like the money trash can there. I think I will put the regular trash can outside in the back, just like that. While we're thinking about the outside, maybe I will get some outdoor furniture here. We have this like black and white table, which is kind of exactly the right thing for us. So we could put that out here. Oh, we can get like this little bush tree thing. That gives us some more greenery. That's good. Maybe another one of those over here too. Let's get some spa day candles. How about that? And then over here, what if we had just like a couple of lounge chairs or something? I don't know. It's like relatively simple, but I feel like that's kind of what this place desires. You can just like lounge out and watch the rocket go up. I don't really want to put too much. We could probably have a grill. We can put that like right here. Oh, and maybe like a couple of planter boxes because you might want to grow your space plants. So we could put some planter boxes in so that your Sims can plant the space plants they get. Okay, last things are just these little areas. Dare I say, maybe we could have a chess table. They're gonna need the logic skill. These Sims are like astronauts. Oh, I need to get a telescope. Why didn't I think about that? We can just put that over here too. That's good. That's in a good spot. I'm gonna do a ceiling fan here on both of these because they can have them. It won't be like too in the way. And then hopefully that'll help them be able to be more comfortable. And then On this balcony, I really don't know. I might just give them some more garden pots. I don't know if that's boring, but I feel like that's probably fine. This is all the knowledge stuff. You can't put a telescope under cover, it won't work. So we can't put that here. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna leave it. It's still good. It's fine like that. I haven't done the bathroom or the office yet either. So let's put the bathrooms together quickly. Okay, toilet and a sink. Not the most expensive ones, but a toilet and a sink. Plus a kind of fancy mirror. Let me put that like all the way up because I think that looks pretty cool when it's resting above the sink. Okay, neat, neat. I'll give them a hand towel. We could probably use a plant in the corner and maybe some kind of space art of some sort. I gotta just do all the art all at once because I keep doing so much scrolling to get back to it. I feel like there's some that are squares. Yeah, like this one's a square. We could use that in here. That could be kind of neat. I have that piece of art there. I guess we're probably gonna want to have some nice artwork above the bed. So whatever we choose could be like the color scheme for the room. Oh, I like that one. And maybe the kid could have more of like a, I don't know, that one feels more colorful, so we could put that in the kids' room. I am like all over the place right now. I'm so sorry. I just thought maybe I could put some bookshelves in this hallway as well. Yeah, that looks really good. What do you think about like a grand piano? Is that so random? I think it could be kind of interesting if they had one. We put that like in this corner over here, kind of tucked away with the window. It's pretty huge. It's kind of extreme. Well, we could make the window bigger on purpose and then it would fit better in that space. That's kind of interesting how big it is, maybe. Okay, I think I like that, so I'm gonna use it. Same situation, we need a nice rug to go up here. I wonder about this one. I'm actually considering using this couch. It's from Island Living, but I feel like it kind of looks good right there. And maybe we could have a couple of like nice wall lights on either side of it. Oh, I didn't paint this wall yet, sorry. Maybe if they're smaller, like sized down a little bit and then maybe scooted over just a little bit. I do think we need another plant. Could even be the same larger one so we can have more space taken up. Okay, piano. I was hoping I could use this momentum conserver somewhere, but I'm not really sure what to do with it. I had this like vision of me putting it somewhere upstairs, but maybe it could go in the office. I think that would be fine. I also think this hallway could probably get left as it is. I like how that looks right now. Let me put together the upstairs bathroom. I think I will use a shower tub combo up here because we want to make sure you have at least one tub in the house, I think. We can do double sinks because it's kind of like the primary bathroom. So it's nice to have extra sink space. And since there's only one bathroom up here, it's like in real life, a lot of people would probably be trying to use this bathroom to get ready for bed all at once. So at least more than one sim can brush their teeth in here at a time. Not that your sims really need to brush their teeth, but assuming you wanted to do that for some reason, you'd be able to. Give them a robe on the back of the door. Maybe I'll get another one of those sciencey prints then. I should have done this before. What was I thinking? I hate scrolling back to find them. It's so annoying. What have I not used yet? I don't think I put this one anywhere yet. Let's put that in the bathroom. Okay, that is lovely. Okay, I think I'm actually gonna do the downstairs office space next because I have a couple of ideas for things that I really want to put in here and I want to make sure we can fit them. So step one, I want to have a microscope. It's so hard to use this thing normally in builds, and so I'm gonna try and make sure that we can fit it into this house. We'll like scoot it over as far as we can get it. And then I might get a couple more bookshelves in here because those will look good on that wall. And I want to make sure we have a desk with a computer. I was kind of picturing like hopefully a kind of nice desk and a kind of nice computer. We'll have to get some kind of rug again. I don't really use this one very often. I'm also pretty tempted by the zebra rug, but I think it might be too much. I was gonna say, I don't really use, oh, that one's got like a bicycle type of pattern. Yeah, this is just a base game rug and I never ever use that color. So maybe we should try that one. Oh my God, I need another science print. I have to go back again. This I think should be the last one because all the rooms have one now. There we go. Let's try that one. And then I thought I might get some kind of like interesting table, even like this one, because this has kind of like a pedestal sort of vibe and we can put them in, and then we can put that momentum conserver on it. Maybe I could get like a little smart speaker so they can listen to music in the office. Okay, I tried to get like a kind of interesting stone texture right there. I'm not sure what to put on this wall. Oh, what about the periodic table? I think that could be kind of fun because this poster has a periodic table swatch, so we could just put that up and that feels like a nice office. We are almost there. Just a couple of bedrooms left to do and then we're done. Okay, I had this vision of making the kids' room a little bit more purpley, I think. I also just kind of want to have like a kind of galaxy-ish theme in here. I know that there's a galaxy light I think it's in the base game. Yeah. This is the solar system light. And it comes in like that kind of cool purple color. This cats and dogs rug, that might really work in here. I'm like pretty impressed by that actually. We do have this bed from the little campers kit. I'm trying to decide if I want to use it because I feel like if I do this, I probably should not use that rug. But it is so fun, isn't it? Oh, maybe I will use it. Never mind. Forget the rug I had. Let's make this place way cooler. I kind of want to have like a fake headboard behind it though. Before, I've used the thing from Sleek Bathroom. It's this item, and I've like kind of placed it behind it so it looks like a truer headboard because I don't like how the bed doesn't have one. We absolutely 100% need to use the rocket ship lamp. Where is it? I think it's from kids' room. There. What happens if I just search space? I wonder if anything will come up that I would have forgotten about. Oh, we have like these cool space alien posters. So maybe I could get that and like one other poster above the bed. Oh, here, this one's from Strangerville. I think that's so fun. We can use that. I am so sorry for the sheer amount of packs that are in this room, by the way. It's so bad. I think I'm gonna put some fairy lights above this. I want the ones that are from the free holiday pack though. Yeah, I thought I would like hang these up across the wall. That's so good. I'm not super interested in the purple anymore. I wish I was, but I feel like maybe it needs to be more of like a dark blue. Oh, we could do like this dark navy blue. Oh, that's good. Okay, I decided to switch some things around and like put it over this way. I kind of want it more in the center of the room. I think that it might look better like that. And then we can have like this locker next to it. I don't know if this is gonna really fit, but there is like a space thing from Dream Home Decorator. This has a space swatch, doesn't it? Yeah, okay, we could probably still fit that. Well, I might want to scoot the bed over. Maybe the bed could be on this side. Hold on. The way I've changed my mind like so many times while I'm trying to do this today. Okay, let's scoot everything again. Yeah, that fits pretty well. Look at this. That's so fun. Little like solar system model that the kid maybe made. I might try and use a slightly smaller mirror because I still want to have a mirror, but I don't want it to clip, obviously. That's weird. I don't like it being that big. I don't know about any of these. This one's probably okay. And then I wanted to get the science table, the Bakers and Bubbles science set. Oh, maybe I should switch these around. I think that looks pretty good. I do feel like this picture is a little bit odd. It's like maybe a slightly not the best placement, or like maybe the frame's a little bit too big. I don't know, but we'll still try it. I think I'll give them also a teddy bear. Here, it's like a dragon. That's kind of space-like, maybe. And then lastly, this is the primary bedroom. I guess we're going for like kind of a deep orange, deep purple. I might pick the rug first because I feel like we've had really good luck doing that today. And then we'll go from there. I feel really tempted to use the zebra one, but I know I probably shouldn't. I just like really want to. Oh, there is like a more casual zebra rug, but I also don't think I should use that. This one's bowling. Oh, let's use the bowling rug. I never use that. It's pretty plain gray, but it does kind of feel like a nice choice. I might try and use the same fake headboard in here, a little bit bigger. I'm even okay with it kind of extending out the sides, and I even kind of like that you can see the top of it clipping. I just think that looks kind of nice. Okay, and then there's two little rounded nightstands, right? I don't like the red, never mind. Oop. Sorry, deleted the whole room. Maybe these Love Struck ones will be good. Oh, what if we put, wait a minute. Oh, what if the thing went across the whole back wall? Because that could give us some more visual interest for the bedroom. I do kind of like that. Okay. I'm gonna get some nice little Orby table lamps. I feel like there's enough space in here that we could put, like, I'm kind of thinking about exercise equipment. Like these weights I feel like look pretty cool right there in that window. And I like the idea because your Sim's an astronaut. They're gonna need to be working out probably a lot, right? Because don't you need the fitness skill for the astronaut career? At least I'm pretty sure you do. So we could try that. I'm gonna give them a nicer ceiling light, something kind of decorative above the bed. That's just plain, but it kind of has like the orbs that we were talking about earlier. And maybe they could have a fireplace. What about this fireplace? What if I put that like kind of in the corner of the room? What do you think? That might be interesting. I sort of like the asymmetry of it because the room's already asymmetrical. So you might as well just embrace it and like commit to it. Okay, that's a rocking chair. I don't really like that it has the wood that's like a orangey color at the base, but I do think that having a rocking chair would be nice in this house. And I like the idea of one next to the fire, so I'm gonna stick to it. Now, we need to have the wardrobes look better than that. I think I need to have like a low dresser. That one has like some cool detailing around it. Back in the day, I used to do this a lot where I would take this base game mirror and I would put it 3 times So it looked like kind of a fancy larger mirror with framing. I think that could be a nice thing for us to try in here. And then we can get some nice decor on it. Oops. Okay, I actually really like that. I feel like this house turned out super cool and I didn't really expect it to. I thought it was gonna be a lot more difficult than this and that it was gonna be a struggle and like kind of turn out bad, but I feel like it's very different from what I usually build and it's cool. So hopefully you've enjoyed this video. And also huge thank you again to Petite Planet for sponsoring today's video. If you're interested in playing, you can sign up right now for the latest beta. I've got that link down below in the description box, and players that are accepted into the beta will be given an exclusive item at launch, which is kind of exciting. But with that, I think I'm going to wrap up this video right here. Have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'm gonna catch you all tomorrow, okay? Bye everybody. I need to use those rocket ships more. That thing is cool. It like kind of makes the whole house, I think. And I guess if you wanted to replace it with a pool, you probably could, and that would maybe look a little bit less strange for your Sims.